Okay, keep this video private, and this is a video that's going to be forwarded to lawyers, okay? So they'll know how to access it since it's going to be private. My name is Leslie Williams, and today's date is October 15, 2015. If anybody comes to this area as I'm making this video, it will be directly connected to organized stalking. In fact, if anybody comes to this area until I say X, it will be directly connected to organized stalking. Now, the reason why I'm making this video, it's an update video in reference to me being a continued targeted individual of what is known as organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking in San Diego, California. And I'm literally gonna probably have to talk fast in this video because I'm very limited on video time pertaining to how much video memory is left on the video card. So I do apologize if I seem anxious, but and it could be interpreted that way as a result of me talking fast, but the faster I talk, the more details I can include in this particular video. Now, hold on a second. Hold on. Now, what I'm going to first do is I'm going to give you a YouTube title that you can go and look at YouTube. And what you want to do is you want to go to YouTube and type in at the search engine box 8/ on your keyboard 8/26/15. San Diego Park Ranger says it worked when told she baited police to come to her. Now, if that doesn't come up, what probably will come up, if this one doesn't come up, what probably will come up will be a YouTube video that says San Diego Park Rangers immediately lie to SDPD whistleblower. What you want to do is look in the description of that video and click on the YouTube video, okay, that's in the description of that YouTube video, and that will bring up this one, okay? Now, what this video is a literal confession of a San Diego Park Ranger flat out openly admitting right on video. Do you know how you see me right now talking to you on this video? He literally wide openly admitted it, confessed it, that he came to my hiking area. I'm sorry, that he came to a place in, I call places where let me just put it to you this way. He came to a hiking area in Rose Canyon on 8/9/2015. He flat out confessed that he admitted that they came there as a direct result of retaliation because I sent San Diego Police Chief Zimmerman a massive amount of evidence in a tweet chain 22 hours before. Okay, so he flat out openly admitted it right on video, as plain as day as you're seeing me talk now. In other words, the camera was on him when he admitted it. Now, as a result of me getting an illegal lodging ticket in Rose Canyon pertaining to that event, I had to go to court. I went to the arraignment on 9/24/2015 for it and requested a trial. On 9/18/2015, I sent a URL, the YouTube URL link, to San Diego prosecutor Jan Goldsmith's office. Okay, that email encompassed the URL link of the YouTube video that I just talked to you about, showing the confession, and he still chose to prosecute me for this illegal lodging ticket. Now, I don't know about you fellow American citizens, but when a police officer admits that they deliberately and intentionally came to that area to give me a ticket for illegal lodging, while also claiming on video at first that they didn't know that they just stumbled across me. I even said to them, "Did you track me here?" And they said no. Okay, before the confession. Okay, now, here's the key element to this outside of the confession. How did they know where I was? Fellow American citizens, fellow San Diegoans, fellow Californians, and fellow San Diegoans, my name is Leslie Williams. I am a target, victim, and activist concerning the criminal expeditions of what can be termed as organized stalking, which can also be called gang stalking. Right now on this particular phone, and I don't know, I highly doubt that you're going to be able to view them because the way this camera operates, but trust me though, I've already made YouTube videos concerning it, and I'll tell you how you can get to those YouTube videos in reference to how the perpetrators that are perpetrating the criminal reality of me concerning being gang stalked have sent at least 33 separate messages to this phone, some of them flat out stating that we sent your GPS location to the police, you're going to be arrested and or ticketed for illegal lodging. I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but when a San Diego Park Ranger flat out openly admits right on video, as plain as day as you're seeing me now, in other words, picture him being in my spot right now, the video camera was right on him when he admitted it. So go to that YouTube video and listen to how he says it worked when I told him that I baited them to come to me as a result of me sending San Diego Police Chief Zimmerman indisputable evidence through Twitter that I'm being gang stalked and more. Okay? Now, he flat out stated it worked. So just think about it this way. If something comes out of your mouth that might be an accident, that might be a Freudian slip or whatever, why would he say it worked? In other words, what he said cannot be applied to any other misunderstanding in reference to the dialogue I was stating to him as he said it. In other words, they can't apply any other excuse to why he would say it worked. Now, yesterday I went down to the San Diego Public Defender's office and had my first initial meeting with her, okay, who I wasn't even told she was my public defender until about a week and a half ago. Well over, I think it probably at least was 2 weeks after the arraignment. And I met with her, okay? Now, she tried to tell me that this evidence cannot be presented in trial at all. I also attempted to show her printouts and videos of the text messages that were sent to my phone concerning the fact that they sent text messages to my phone literally stating that the police had been given my GPS tracking and that you're going to be arrested and or ticketed for illegal lodging. Also, part of the tweet chain literally said that I sent to San Diego Police Chief Zimmerman 22 hours before, flat out said, will I be arrested for sending you this? They chose not to arrest me, but they did give me a ticket for illegal lodging. Now, what else did the San Diego Public Defender, Alex McDonald, tell me? Some tart who wasn't even born. I was married and probably already divorced before she was even born. And that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video private only to lawyers before trial, because she can say, look how hostile Miss Williams is, or maybe we better transfer her to another public defender because of the way she's feeling about me. Well, fellow American citizens, continue to listen and you might understand. Now, in my physical presence, right now I have over 1,000 audio files of individuals getting around me on a daily basis, repeating gang stalking, gang stalker, gang stalk, oh my god, weird, crazy, suck my dick. Sometimes back to back, sometimes separately. I'm going to prove 2 of them to you just in this video alone. And these Instagram audio links that you're about ready to hear were played to all 5, 3 being San Diego police officers, and both of the San Diego park rangers. 3 police officers arrived on the scene after they were called once the park rangers came to that location. What you're about ready to hear was played to them. They all denied that they could hear gang stalking being said. Really? Well, wait till you hear it. Okay? So let me bring it up, wait for it to come up, and for some reason my phone is acting up. Oh, and another text message I got on this phone sent to me by them says that we've hacked into your phone. Now you can go to Google right now and type in gang stalking and cell phone tracking, gang stalking and cell phone GPS tracking, gang stalking and cell phone hacking. Okay? You know, I don't know about you, but when you type these terms in and then you observe the amount of Google-generated numeric responses that come up, and then witness what targets are saying concerning their phones being hacked and used as these aforementioned descriptions, I think you will reasonably conclude that it is a factual reality that these are methodologies of organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking. Also, pay close attention to, right before, within a few days before of me getting this illegal lodging ticket in Rose Canyon on 8/9/2015, I was looking up lawyers and activist groups and homeless shelter advocacies online at the Northern University San Diego Public Library and at the Law Library downtown. Now you can go to Google and type in cyber surveillance and gang stalking, libraries and gang stalking, and look at what comes up. What I'm basically trying to tell you is that the cyber surveillance of a targeted individual's computer activity and internet activity is monitored by the perpetrators so they can see what the target is doing and then make a threat assessment or a benefit analysis in reference to what they're doing. So since they know I got all this evidence, indisputable audio evidence, massive amounts like you would not believe, and video evidence, do you honestly believe that they did not deduce that, well, if she finds a lawyer, gives them all this evidence, then the county of San Diego can be sued, the libraries can be sued, the businesses that participated in this can be sued, UCSD, absolutely, all of them can be sued. So, is did they come to Rose Canyon on 8/9/2015 for multiple reasons? To entrap me in court, to entrap me in jail, in order to funnel me to where they want to funnel me before I could get my own lawyer because of the evidence. When I went to go offer Miss McDonald this evidence yesterday, she wouldn't even look at it. She wouldn't even let me take it out of my backpack. But she did bother to tell me that, well, let me look at these batteries for a minute. She did bother to go as far as saying, Miss Williams, if you go to trial, these were her words. She goes, if you go to trial, she goes, the evidence that you're saying that you have right now, okay, will not be allowed. She goes, and since they got video of your tent being there and your property being inside of it, okay, and the police report reflecting it, she goes, how are you going to be able to stick up for yourself? I said, well, the video flat out states that hold on. The video flat out literally caught him admitting that they came to that area because of retaliation. I was being tracked there by them. No matter how much they lie, and they will. You know, these filthy right-ass animal whores, the San Diego Park Rangers and the SDPD, and even SD officers who have participated in the organized stalking, gang stalking of me, they have no reservations at all about lying to my face, lying to your face, lying on police reports, and lying in court. Make no mistake about it. They do not care at all. To them, wrecking a person's life and complete life, including putting them in jail, is just like passing a file, okay, to the prosecutor, to the judge. And then they go to lunch, and they don't have a second thought about it, because they're criminal animals, okay? Let me help you understand something. Organized crime in the system is perpetrating these criminal realities, and in order for them to protect themselves pertaining to the laws they broke, okay, concerning these crimes, and the fact that they did not assist any target of these crimes in San Diego, leaves them wide open to legal culpability. Now, coming to my hiking area over in Rose Canyon, okay, that's just the way I term places that I might be resting at, okay, coming to there intentionally as a result of GPS tracking and retaliation is breaking the law, and filing a classified police report is breaking the law. Some of them felonies, like conspiracy to violate lights, conspiracy under the color of authority, illegal GPS tracking, conspiracy, filing a falsified police report. These are all felonies. So do you honestly believe for 1 second that the county will open itself wide open to a lawsuit? And that's not including the indisputable audio evidence I caught in Rose Canyon of me being gang stalked in the same exact verbal way, the same exact identical to a T verbal way in Rose Canyon that I was gang stalked all over UCSD campus. And at the last hiking area off of Gilman Road. Hold on. Alright, so what I got to do is interject some additional details here for you to completely understand where what else she was saying. She flat out stated that the evidence of his confession would not be allowed in court. She said the text messages that were sent to my phone, literally stating that the police were given my GPS location and that I was going to be arrested and or ticketed for illegal lodging, will not be allowed in court. Okay? And she said with the police report and their videos, she goes, you're screwed. Okay, this is what she said. Then she said, if you continue to go to trial, and since you cannot put this in evidence before the court, but yet they can prove through their videos that the tent was there, then you can go to jail for up to 6 months, because even just for that. And then she said, even the prosecutor will probably look at how you were already on summary probation for illegal lodging off of Gilman Road. So let's take a look at that. Fellow American citizens, my name is Leslie Williams. On November 9th, 2014, I made a tweet. I said, let's see if I'm arrested at this hiking area or the new one in the next 2 weeks. 22 hours later, UCSD campus police, along with SDPD, came to that area, claiming they were looking for somebody with a arrest warrant, and stumbled across me. Really? Well, for one, I literally, and I can look you straight in the eye and tell you, I predicted literally to a T that would be one of the excuses they would use to eventually come to that area. And the only reason why I predicted an audio file, And the only reason why I haven't made that into a video yet is because those microcards that go into the tape recorders that I use when I made the prediction are sealed away, and I'd have to go through numerous microcards just to find the right one. And right now my schedule is so friggin' congested, I barely have time to even go grocery shopping to eat. Hold on. Okay, so anyways, they came to the hiking area on November 10th, 2014 and arrested me for illegal lodging right before I was getting ready to move. Literally, I was within like 3 days before I was getting ready to move. I was even putting a sign in front of my tent, don't take this tent. Like when I was gone during the day, don't take this tent, I'm getting ready to move. I even took video pictures of it and put it on the internet. So, what they did was they came down stating that they were looking for a person with an arrest warrant, stumbled across me, found me, and then arrested me for illegal lodging. They then took me, this happened on November 10th, 2014. They then took me to the Santa Fe Detention Center in Santa Fe, okay, and I had to stay there. Sorry, I'm congested, I got allergies. I had to stay there till November 13th, 2014, okay? And then they took me from there to the San Diego courthouse, put me in a cell with other inmates. I got assaulted. Then they bring me out and have a public defender talk to me without my glasses. I wasn't able to read anything that he was handing to me to sign. And he told me, he goes, I told him that I had another illegal lodging ticket for August 27th, 2014, given to me at that same location from UCSD police. And this location was at least 1.5 miles off campus. Yeah, I was already all over the internet for the last 2.5 years exposing their criminal asses in reference to the gang stalking of me at UCSD, which has been caught on hundreds and hundreds of audio files of the aforementioned descriptions pertaining to how I'm being gang stalked, how I'm being verbally harassed. Was caught all over UCSD campus for 2 full years, and at that hiking area off of Gilman Road, Gilman Drive, and Gilman Court, the wooded area over there. I then leave there, spend time over at Rose Canyon, and the same exact identical verbal harassment was caught in Rose Canyon, and that's when they started sending me the text messages. Okay, now you might be, hang on. So you might be saying, what kind of verbal harassment? Do you hear these two men yell to my face, gang stalking? No, they both yell gang stalked, and one says gang stalking. Then that same one says gang of stalking, I'm gonna F you up. Waiting. Let me play it again. This occurred on a sidewalk on Gilman Road, right up the street from that camping area, and one of the two men that played a role in this was directly connected to a group of men. They had propped up to hike out 120 feet away from me for the whole time duration of while I was at that place. Hold on. For the whole time duration while I was at that place. Now, this was only 15 seconds of that segment of that event. What actually was caught on the tape recorder, which 15 seconds of that event was transferred to Instagram, and then you just heard it. But what was also said by them as the event was unfolding, caught on tape recorder, was, oh my God, being repeated before gang stalk was said. Now, 7 days before, I had made a police report, attempted to make a police report again to UCSD campus police on UCSD campus that individuals are getting along all my routes on UCSD campus and saying, oh my God, and gang stalk. That video was uploaded. Now, hear me out. The same exact identical harassment was caught in Rose Canyon more than once. They've even sent me text messages literally regurgitating what you just heard. So, now what I'm going to do is play you how you can hear a man say gang stalk on a Yucca Valley bus 11 months before in Yucca Valley, California. And the person I went to go see in Yucca Valley, their address was looked up by me on UCSD computers in their biomedical library, and at the Northern University San Diego Public Library in their and on their computers, and at SDSU Love Library. do you hear a man say gang stalk, and then a woman just flat out say gang stalking? The same exact identical verbal harassment has been caught in the San Diego courthouse on numerous occasions. So do you really honestly think that I'll get a fair trial? What UCSD police did, and the same exact verbal harassment has been caught inside the San Diego Police Department headquarters on tape. And tape recorders don't lie. Now, so she tells me that as a result of this, so they took me out of the jail cell right after me being assaulted on November 13, 2014. They had me sit down and talk to a public defender, and he said that, so I told him I got an outstanding ticket and a court date from that ticket. I got a ticket on August 27, 2014 in the same area. They originally made that arraignment date for that ticket on October 22nd, 2014, and then changed it to December 1st. Okay, so I was trying to get the hell out of that area because I had so much property that I had bought over a year and a half. Okay, and what I was doing was trying to bag it up and move it to different spots so I could play a shell game with them in order to prove that I was being stalked from place to place to place to place, which I have proven now because I got evidence of me being gang stalked at that area and then evidence of me being gang stalked in Rose Canyon. But I was having to move so much shit between August 27th, which is the last part of the month of August, and then September, October, and then they arrested me in early November. I was moving shit during those 2 months, and I was dealing with a Social Security disability review, a Social Services review, and massive problems that had me running around with Department of Federal Student Loans. So a combination between all three of those, moving massive amounts of property on a bike that they were coming down and flattening my tires when I was sleeping at night, while dealing with current events and having to run to stores every day. That was the reason why it took me so long to move. And they knew that I was a few days away from moving because I literally made videos stating I'm going to be out of here within a week, and cyber surveillance is a method of gang stalking. So they seen I was very close to getting the hell up out of there and brought those motherfuckers up in there to give me a ticket on November 10th before I could get before I could move, so they could say, well, sorry, you had all that time to move and you didn't move, so we're arresting you now. So then when I tell the public defender that I had still another ticket pending for December 1st, he said, well, you can take care of that then. You can plead guilty right now for this one, or else they'll probably put you in jail until the court hearing for this one while I'm being reviewed through Social Security. So in other words, if I'm in jail while that's going on and I miss something that I got to be physically attentive to for the Social Security, I could have lost it. Now, has gang stalk been caught inside of Social Security? It's also been caught inside of Social Services, and I had a Social Services review going on as well. So listen to this. So I said, okay. He goes, if you plead guilty to this, you can appeal it, and then just deal with the December 1st court appearance when it happens. I said, okay, I'll do that. He goes, otherwise you'll go to jail right now. So I did that. I signed the paper. He then leaves and comes back and says, oh, I had you sign the wrong piece of paper, right? And then while that's occurring, a San Diego Sheriff's deputy is rushing me to hurry up because she was saying that the bus was loading so everybody could go back to the detention center. Plus, I just got assaulted, so I'm in fear that if I go back to the detention center, I'll get assaulted again. And I was being harassed inside the detention center. I'm being rushed by a San Diego Sheriff's Department deputy. I don't have my glasses with me because they kept them at SDPD property room, while a public defender is telling me that he accidentally handed me the wrong piece of paper to sign. Okay? So while I'm being rushed, while I got all this thinking going on, he's telling me to sign another piece of paper. So I did. While I'm being physically, verbally rushed. Literally rushed. So I signed it. Then I got released that night, went back to the camping area, moved all my shit, and left. Then when I showed up on December 1st, 2014, pertaining to the August 27th ticket, I found out that public defender criminal asshole had consolidated both tickets and illegally criminally put me on summary probation without my knowledge, pertaining to the August 27th, 2014 ticket and the November 10th arrest. As a result, he put me on summary probation illegally and criminally for 3 years. So the public defender now is telling me that if I go to trial and lose for this 8/9/2015 illegal lodging ticket, that I can go to jail for 6 months just for that ticket alone, and that I'll probably go to jail since I broke this summary probation. When I brought it to her attention that it was done as a result of illegal criminal behavior of the public defender's office, she said, well, you can appeal that or deal with that later, or we can maybe try and deal with that later, but you'll still have to appeal it and then go to court. Here's what I'm saying. Let me see how much time I got left. All right, I only got a couple minutes left. Here's what I'm saying. If I make any type of complaints or appeal what that public defender did on November 13, 2014, I'll still have to go to trial for those 2 tickets. While all this is going on, okay, they're going to keep me encompassed in nothing but non-stop business, including possibly forcing me to move, okay, before I can find my own lawyer pertaining to the criminal conduct of what he originally did. Now, I told her that I might be looking for my own lawyer, and she said, if you do that, you got to tell me right now, because then if you do that, I got to stop being your public defender. So they're railroading me. Because they want to handle this their way. Do you understand? She also said, I'm very concerned about you getting arrested again for illegal lodging before this trial. Really? So go to that YouTube video of that San Diego park ranger admitting that it was retaliation for me tweeting indisputable evidence of me not only being gang stalked, but the fact that MTS sent me an altered video of me being assaulted on an MTS bus, and the fact that the police report concerning that assault was falsified. In closing, go to Google and type in UCSD and Law Library, are they networking gang stalking? There's a massive amount of evidence in that blog. So do what I tell you to do, and you'll see what's happening to me. Okay? If I go to jail for more than 30 days, I'll automatically lose Social Security. They then release me to nothing. They could steal everything I got on me, money, IDs, camera, phones, bus passes, food stamp card, everything, and then when I'm released, I have nothing, nowhere to go, no way to get to anywhere, because they even stole my bus card, and they do this. I know it for a fact. Trust me, I know it. I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California, so go to that blog. This is an update video. Thanks.